which we have learned already in the previous class. Okay, we are learning about major crops. Okay, in the major crops we have seen in the previous class what is called crop. Okay, any cultivated plant by the farmers are called what? Crops. And when we see the crops are classified into two. One is food crop and other one is cash crops. In the previous class we have seen about food crops. When we talk about food crops fulfill the needs of the farmers, okay, and the livestock. Okay, that is the main functions of the food crops. When we talk about food crops, there are two important food crops, that is rice and wheat. Okay, in the previous class we have learned about what are the regions in India and outside India where the rice is cultivated. Okay, and also we have seen important regions which is cultivated wheat in India and outside. And when we talk about the major food crops, the food crops are cultivated based on the season. Okay, that's what we have seen in the previous class. There are three important seasons, that is Kharif, Rabi and Zaid. So based on these crops, these three types of crops are based on the three types of weather condition. Okay, and today we are going to learn about cash crops. When we talk about cash crops are cultivated for the commercial purpose. Okay, it is cultivated for the commercial purpose. The main motive of the farmers here is to gain profit. Okay, to gain profit. So what this farmers does? Okay, they cultivate the cash crops. Since most of the cash crops are not food crops, okay, so these crops can be taken to the market and the farmers sell it in the market and they yield money. Okay, so it is mainly focused on the commercial purpose to gain yield, to gain profit by the farmers. When we take cash crops, these cash crops are divided under four categories. The first one is sugarcane, and the second one is oil seed, and the third one is fiber plants, and the next one is coconut. Coconut also is one of the fiber crop that also comes under the food crops and cash crops. Okay, when we talk about oil seeds, okay, different oil seeds like sunflower, okay, then sonola, okay, and groundnut, soya bean, okay. So these are different oil seeds that comes under the cash crops. Okay. We are going to see about three important cash crops that is cultivated all over the world and especially in India. Okay. First of all, sugarcane is one of the most important cash crops that is cultivated in different parts of India, especially in the northern belt and the southern belt in India. It also is famous crop that is cultivated around the world. Okay. For example, when we take sugarcane, the sugarcane is introduced in India by 327 CE in India. The Indians were using sugarcane from 327 BC. It is the first old crop which is introduced in India. Okay, and after Indians, they used this one, it is introduced in Egypt. So Egyptian also came to know about the value of this crop. Now, what this sugarcane? It belongs to a grass family. Okay, sugarcane belongs to a grass family. The stalk of the sugarcane will be planted. Okay, it needs lot of rainfall. Okay. And the moisture or soil also needed for the crop to grow. And when we see, the sugarcane will grow from 2 meter to 6 meter long. Okay, and after that the stalk of the sugarcane will be cut it off and sold it in the market. Okay, and the juice of the sugarcane can be used for different purposes, for making sugar, okay, and also molasses, jaggery, okay, different items produced from this sugarcane. The important item that is called bagasse. Okay, what is this bagasse? It is the fiber. Okay, after taking out the juice, there will be a fiber that comes out of the stalk of the sugarcane, which is used for making paper and cardboards. Okay, so bagasse is used for making paper and cardboard. And when we see this sugarcane, the juice also is used not only for making molasses, jaggery, it is also used for the alcohol, the factory alcohol. Okay, so this is the importance of sugarcane. Mainly when we see Haryana, Punjab, the northern belt region, and when we come to the southern belt region, it is in Maharashtra, like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, okay, Telangana, these are the region where we can see the sugarcane cultivation. And the next important cultivation, the cash crop, is coffee. Okay. The next important cash crop that is cultivated in India and outside India is cotton. Cotton is one of the oldest fiber. Okay, it is the oldest fiber which is used. Okay, and when we see a cotton is taken out from the cotton seeds. Okay, and cotton is the white substance that is separated from the seed of a plant. And when we see cotton needs black soil to grow. Okay, and it is one of the tropical and subtropical crop that is cultivated around the world. Okay, it can be cultivated in the region where the hot summer and dry weather is available. Okay, the moisture and winter climate is not suitable for cultivating cotton. Okay, it will spoil the crop. So the important season to cultivate cotton is from February and March. Okay, and before the moisture climate, before the winter, it should be harvested. Okay, and when we see this cotton is used for different industrial purposes. Okay, for making cloth and for different other purposes. When we see this cotton, okay, cotton is the oldest fiber, I told. Okay, and it was mainly used during the period of Britishers. Okay, from India, the cotton is exported to Lancashire. There was a cotton mill. Okay, from there the Britishers, they made the finished product and sent back to India. Okay, now where we can see this cotton cultivation. Okay, since the black soil is necessary, the Deccan region is suitable for the cotton cultivation, like Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra. Okay, these are the region where cotton is cultivated more in India. And apart from India, there are different countries where the cotton is cultivated, like China, Tibet, okay, and Pakistan. These are some of the countries where cotton is cultivated. And the next, when we see jute, it is the vegetable fiber. Okay, jute is one of the vegetable fiber. The fibers, the long fibers are taken out from jute plant. Okay, and when we see this jute plant, the jute is not new for us. It is used okay, by the people of India from 800 BCE. Okay, so from 800 BCE, jute was used by Indians, Egyptians, and the people from Middle East countries. Okay, now what is the importance of this jute? Jute also is one of the kharif crop, same like cotton. Cotton also is a kharif crop which needs hot and humid climate. Okay, for the cultivation of jute, it needs rainfall also. Okay, it needs dry summer and hot climate. Okay, the the temperature should be 27 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius, and the rainfall must be normal. Okay, and when we see, it should be stand around 80 meters long. Okay, 80 meters long. And when we see what are the countries where the jute is cultivated, apart from India, okay, there are different countries where this jute is cultivated, like China, Nepal, South Sudan, okay, China, Nepal, South Sudan, Siberia, okay, these are the different countries where jute is cultivated, okay. So children, we have seen cash crops, three important cash crops we have seen. One is sugarcane, other one is cotton, and the jute also. Now we are going to see the plantation cultivation. See, when we talk about plantation cultivation, there are three important crops that comes under the plantation cultivation, that is tea, coffee, and also is rubber. Okay, when we see these three important crops, these three important crops mainly we can see in the mountain regions. Okay, it is mainly grow in the tropical and subtropical regions of the world. Okay, where the high altitudes are there. Okay, since it needs heavy rainfall and the good weather to be cultivated. Okay, the first one, when we see tea, what is tea? Tea is one of the beverage. Okay, is used by the people all around. It is the health drink. Okay, it is considered as the health drink. Okay, and when we see this tea, it needs 13 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius to grow. Okay, most of the tea plantations we can see in the slope of the hilly areas where the climate is pleasant. Okay, and the rainfall is more. It needs more than 200 centimeter of rainfall per year. Okay, and in tea cultivation, India also ranks in the leading position of tea cultivation. In India, we are having Kerala, Assam, okay, and different northeastern part of India where you can have see this tea cultivation. Apart from India, there are also different countries like China, USA, okay, and the hilly regions we can see where the high altitude we can find the tea cultivation. And the next one is coffee. Coffee is taken out from the coffee bean. Okay, it is a dry seed that is taken out from the coffee bean. And when we see this coffee plant, it grows 1200 meter to 2000 meter high. Okay, it also can be found in the hilly areas. It is also one of the crop which is cultivated in the tropical region where the high altitudes are there. Okay, in India, Karnataka, okay, Assam, and different other parts of India where we can see the coffee cultivation. And apart from that, Malaysia, okay, and Burma, okay, and different other region where the coffee cultivation is done. And the next third one is rubber. Rubber is the recently found or used plantation crops all around the world. Okay, it is one of the cash crops which is used in India too. The latex that is taken out from the rubber is used for making different other things. Okay, and this crop also grow in the tropical and subtropical region where the soil is good. Okay, here the rubber tree need not have the water stagnation, so it can be planted in the mountain region, the slope of the mountain. It can be mainly planted. So when we see these crops, the three important crops that is cultivated in the mountain region, the hilly regions. Why? because it need not have the stagnation of water. When we see tea needs the soil should be with the content of nitrogen and iron. Okay, so in that region where the manure is, the natural manure is found more in the hilly region where we can find these crops. Okay, and rubber is cultivated like Brazil, Malaysia. Okay, so these are the region, different other countries where the rubber is cultivated more. So children, today we have seen the important cash crops and the plantation crops which is cultivated in India and outside of India. Now we will mark few questions from the lesson. Okay, take your textbook, all of you, to page number 65. A, first one Kharif, Rabi, Said. Second one commercial. Third one Baggers. Fourth one high yielding variety. Fifth one green revolution. Match the following 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. See section, first question, page 56, second one page 56 and 57, third one page 57, fourth one page 58, fifth one page 59, sixth one page 60, seventh one page 61. Section D, first one page 56, second one page 57, third one page 57 and 58, fourth one page 59, fifth one page 59 and 60. Sixth one page 61, seventh one page 61, eighth one page 63. And picture study, first question green revolution, second question page 61. Okay, you can write the answer Dr. Norman Borlaug. Okay, Norman Borlaug. And the third question page 63. Okay. Now after writing, turn to page 56. Under the subheading food crops, second para and third para fully you can mark for C1. Second para and third para fully you can mark for C1 under the subheading food crop. Then from the same subheading, second paragraph, second line last, there are 3 main growing seasons. From there till the end of the paragraph, next paragraph to the subheading, you can close the food crop, you can close, that is D1. D1. After marking, come to the subheading rice. All the dot points you can mark for C2. All the dot points you can mark for C2. After marking, come to the subheading wheat. Wheat first paragraph and second paragraph fully you can mark for D2. After marking, come to the subheading cash crops. Fully you can mark for C3. Then come to the subheading sugarcane. First paragraph fully till the end of the first para in the next page you can mark for D3. D3. Then under the subheading cotton, second paragraph last, second paragraph first line last. It requires a long frost free period. You can cut it and write cotton. From there till the end of the para you can mark C4. C4. After marking, come to the next subheading plantation crops, tea. Fifth line, it requires a moderately hot and humid climate. You can cancel it and write tea. From there till 200 cm or more throughout the year. Till that you can mark C5. C5. After marking, same subheading, next side, India. The paragraph begins India, China and Sri Lanka. The paragraph fully you can mark for D4. D4. After marking, come to the next subheading coffee. Seventh line middle, it is sensitive is there. You can cut it and write coffee. Coffee is sensitive. You can write B5. Okay. From the first line till the first line in the next page, better grown is there. There you can close B5. After marking, come to the subheading means just above the rubber subheading, one paragraph is there. In that paragraph, second line, in India, Karnataka is leading coffee producing states by Kerala and Tamil Nadu. From there till the end of the para, I can mark for C6. C6. After that, in page 61, on the top first paragraph fully you can mark for D6. D6. After marking Green Revolution, subheading fully you can mark for D7. D7. And in the Green Revolution subheading, last 3 lines, the introduction of these high yielding variety. From there till the end of the para, I can mark for C7. C7. Okay, in that high yielding variety, HYV of seeds. After that, you put an arrow mark and write during the Green Revolution in India. During the Green Revolution in India. After that, second point, these are genetically improved variety. These are genetically improved variety of seeds. Variety of seeds. After marking the D7, you can close till the end of the futures of Green Revolution. Okay, till the end of the futures of Green Revolution. After marking, turn your book to page 63 under the subheading Demerits of Green Revolution. First 3 dot points fully you can mark for D8. D8. And the second 3 dot points, there are 6 dot points are there. First 3 you can mark for D8 and next 3 you can mark for F3. F3. So here we close the class, children. Learn your previous lesson thoroughly and learn this lesson also. Okay, and make use of the time. Don't waste your times and prepare worksheets. Okay, we'll see in the next class. Thank you, children.